Welcome to ABC Interactive English. I am Shane.
And I am Karen. Today we are looking at part 1 of a natural leather from mushrooms.
Ooh, I love mushrooms.
Me too. I love mushrooms too. And there are so many different types of mushrooms out there.
Do you have a favorite type of mushroom?
Yes, I love enoki mushroom.
So enoki mushroom is like the one that has a lot of strings, they look
Yes.
like little noodles.
Exactly, very stringy, and then you can cook them in hot pot, or you can bake them in the oven, you can pan fry them, you can cook them any way you like, and they're so yummy.
I'm not a big fan of those mushrooms because they get stuck in your teeth and they're too chewy.
They are chewy, that's the best part about them.
I really love shiitake mushrooms.
Ooh.
That's probably one of my favorite mushrooms. And have you ever had a portobello mushroom before?
No, what's a portobello mushroom?
It's this giant mushroom, and the cap of it is this big.
Oh, wow.
And for vegetarians, you can have a portobello mushroom hamburger, or they replace the meat with this big chewy mushroom, and it is delicious.
I think that's what often, vegetarians do, right? When they want to have meat, mushrooms would be like the fake meat.
Yeah, you can make it because it can be dried out, and then it can become chewy to kind of taste like meat.
Okay.
But did you know that you can actually make it into stuff for clothes and accessories like wallets? I didn't know that.
Using mushrooms?
Yeah, so let's
Wow.
find out what this is all about.
All right, let's go.
Celia notices something about Miles.
I see that you finally bought a new wallet.
Yeah. I had no choice but to get one when my old one fell apart.
Wait, is it made of leather? I thought that you didn't have or buy anything leather.
Okay, so today's dialogue is called A Natural Leather from Mushrooms, and this is part 1. So what in the world is leather?
Well, let me tell you. So leather is a noun. Leather is treated animal skin, which is used for making shoes, clothes, bags, and furniture. So sometimes you can actually smell the leather if it's real leather. And a lot of people like to wear real leather like jackets, or they like to wear real leather shoes. But I think they're really expensive too.
Yeah, leather, real leather is more expensive than fake leather.
Exactly. Okay, so an example sentence would be, I think his jacket is made of leather.
Okay, and we have another vocabulary word, mushroom. So mushroom is a fungus with a round, flat head and usually a short stem. Yeah, but sometimes they can have really long stems like enoki mushrooms.
That's right.
So for example, you could say, I had tofu and mushrooms for dinner.
Yum.
Yummy.
Okay, so we're looking at a dialogue today. So we have 2 characters. We have Celia and Miles. So Celia notices something about Miles.
Oh, what did she notice?
Okay, well, Celia starts off the conversation by saying, I see that you finally bought a new wallet. So she noticed something about Miles, right? So he has a new wallet. So what's a wallet?
A wallet.
A wallet, that is a noun. A wallet is a small, flat, folded case usually made of leather or plastic, in which you can keep banknotes and credit cards.
Like money, banknotes, right?
Exactly,
Money, yeah.
just like money.
Cash.
So for example, you could say, how much money is in your wallet?
Not much. I'm pretty poor.
Same here.
Well, she also said, you finally got a new wallet, so this must have, she's probably noticed his wallet before, or maybe heard him say that his wallet is getting old. So Miles says, yeah, I had no choice but to get one when my old one fell apart.
Oh, my old one fell apart. When you say something that falls apart, it's kind of like, oh, it's so old, it's breaking, and then it's no longer in one piece, right? Not in a good condition anymore. So Celia says, wait, is it made of leather? I thought that you didn't have or buy anything leather. Oh, so maybe Miles has mentioned something like that to Celia before, saying, I don't like leather.
Like he could be a vegetarian, for example, and a lot of vegetarians or vegans don't use any animal products and they don't like to wear leather. So it could be that he's a vegetarian. That would be my guess. Or maybe he just doesn't like buying leather because he doesn't want to support maybe the beef industry and kill any cows. Usually the leather that we get comes from cows, typically. So yeah, we're not really sure, but
or it could also mean that, maybe he thinks it's too expensive. He doesn't want to spend a lot of money on the wallet. But then again, it looks like it's made from leather.
Right. So she notices that it looks like leather, but she's guessing it's probably not because you're not somebody who buys leather.
Maybe like fake leather, right? Like plastic?
Oh, well, I guess we're going to have to find out after the break.
All right.
I don't and I didn't. This isn't animal leather. This is mushroom leather.
Mushroom leather? Are you saying that this was made from a vegetable?
Yes, it actually came from the root system of mushrooms.
Wow, that's really cool.
I agree. That's one of the reasons I got it.
Welcome back, everyone. So before the break, we were looking at this dialogue between Celia and Miles. And Celia notices that Miles finally got a new wallet. But I think she seemed quite surprised because she was asking Miles, hey, is your wallet made of leather? And then she says, I thought that you didn't have or buy anything leather. So we're just kind of guessing that Miles maybe doesn't like leather because it's made from animal skin.
Could be like me, I'm a vegetarian, so I typically don't buy leather products. So he says, I don't and I didn't. So I don't buy things made of leather and I didn't buy something made of leather. So it is not made of leather. He says, this isn't animal leather. This is mushroom leather.
It's mushroom leather.
So it's a kind of leather, but it's made out of mushroom.
Oh, Okay, so you don't have to hurt any animals in order to get this leather.
That's right.
Okay, well, Celia seems quite surprised. Maybe she didn't know that you can do that. So she says, mushroom leather? Are you saying that this was made from a vegetable? And that sounds pretty surprising.
Well, that would be good because if you're a little bit hungry, you could snack on your wallet.
I don't think so.
Have a couple of bites of the edge of your wallet for a snack, maybe? Well, it's a vegetable, so why not take a bite? So a vegetable is a plant or part of a plant that is eaten as food. See, you eat it as food, right? Potatoes, beans, and onions, for example, are all vegetables. And of course, a mushroom is also a kind of vegetable. An example sentence could be, it's important to eat a lot of vegetables to stay healthy.
That's right. But I don't think you can eat your own wallet. So what does Miles say now?
Miles says, yes, it actually came from the root system of mushrooms.
Ah, okay, the root system. So what does it mean? Basically, it's a part of a plant that is usually hidden underground. Roots have several purposes. They hold the plant in the ground and keep it upright. They take water and food from the soil. So for example, the plant uses a large amount of energy developing a root system big enough to keep it healthy and alive. So Celia says, wow, that's really cool. And I really think so too, because I didn't know that you can make leather from mushrooms.
Yeah, from the root system of mushrooms. So Miles says, I agree. That's one of the reasons I got it. Right? So he also thinks, hey, this is a kind of a cool idea. I don't buy leather, but hey, this looks like leather, probably feels like leather.
Probably a lot cheaper than real leather.
Yeah, well, we're not sure about that.
I'm just guessing.
But, so we have another vocabulary word, agree, which is a verb. It just means to have the same opinion as somebody else, right? So you could say, for example, Karen and Shane usually agree on most things.
We do?
Yeah, that means that we think the same way about things and we don't disagree, which would be the opposite.
That's right.
You don't agree?
I don't really agree.
You don't agree? You think we disagree more than we agree?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What's your reason?
Okay, so we're looking at here this word reason, and that is a noun. Basically, it just means cause or explanation for an action, opinion, or event. So for example, you could say he had a good reason for being late. So maybe he was late because he was visiting his mom at the hospital. Okay, so that would be a good reason. But if you're just sleeping in, you forgot to set your alarm clock, that probably wouldn't be a good reason.
That would be a bad reason. Okay, well, that's all the time we have for day one, but guess what?
What?
We have even more about mushroom leather coming up in day two.
Woohoo!
So we will see you then.
Okay, can't wait. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Celia notices something about Miles.
I see that you finally bought a new wallet.
Yeah. I had no choice but to get one when my old one fell apart.
Wait, is it made of leather? I thought that you didn't have or buy anything leather.
I don't, and I didn't. This isn't animal leather. This is mushroom leather.
Mushroom leather? Are you saying that this was made from a vegetable?
Yes, it actually came from the root system of mushrooms.
Wow, that's really cool.
I agree. That's one of the reasons I got it.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 wallet 名词，皮夹、钱包。I found my wallet under the chair. 我在椅子底下找到了我的钱包。下一个单字 vegetable 名词，蔬菜。Mia bought fresh vegetables at the market. Mia 在市场买了新鲜的蔬菜。下一个单字 agree 动词，同意。Zach suggested sushi for lunch, and I agreed. Zach 提议午餐吃寿司，而我同意了。Sushi 指的就是寿司。最后一个单字 reason 名词，原因、理由。The reason for the delay was bad weather. 延误的原因是天气不好。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 somebody has no choice but to 加动词，某人不得不做某事。直接翻译就是某人除了做某事别无选择。Choice 指的是选择权。我们来看看这个例句。They have no choice but to cancel the meeting. 他们不得不取消这个会议。下一个文法 fall apart 解体散掉。Apart 的意思是散开的、分离的。我们来看看这个例句。The old chair began to fall apart after years of use. 那把旧椅子在多年的使用后开始解体。最后一个文法，我们来整理一下由什么制成的用法。第一个是 A is made of B， 用于制作成品 A 的时候，其原料 B 的本质不变。我们来看看这个例句。The dress is made of silk. 这件裙子是用丝绸制作的。Silk 指的就是丝绸，也就是说裙子看得出丝绸的特质。第二个是 A is made from B， 用于制作成品 A 的时候，其原料 B 的本质会改变。我们来看看这个例句。The paper is made from trees. 这种纸是由树木制作成的。也就是说，纸张看不出树木的特质。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，回去记得复习哦。我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hey, check this out. There's a new bungee jumping club in town. I heard it's going to be so awesome. We should check it out this weekend.
Bungee jumping? Me? No thanks. That's a hard pass.
Come on, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
No, really. I mean it. I'm terrified of heights. Hard pass.
How about skydiving then? You're just jumping out of a plane.
A hard pass on that too. Let's just stick to ground activity, shall we?
Look, it's not even that high.
It's crazy.
Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the phrase hard pass.
That's right. A hard pass is a strong refusal to a proposal or suggestion.
It's used when you want to make it clear that you're not interested in something, without leaving any room for negotiation.
For example, if someone offers you food you don't like, you can say, no thanks, that's a hard pass for me.
Or if you're invited to an event that you have zero interest in, you can say, I appreciate the invite, but I'm going to have to give it a hard pass.
It's a useful phrase to know, especially when you want to be firm but polite.
Definitely. And remember, it's okay to say no. So when you really want to refuse something, don't be afraid to use hard pass.
And that's all for today.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.